Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room. Yeah. And we are still working our way through the J's, specifically through Janacek. Oh my. What an exciting composer Janacek is. I don't care if I have 5,000 recordings of the same thing, because he's one of those guys where performances can sound so different depending on who's doing them, because his music is so impulsive and passionate and spontaneous, and it just has to have that kind of improvisatory quality. And so there's a lot of difference. The only thing you can't do in Janacek is make it sound boring. You know, round off the rough edges and prettify it and make it sound less immediate and passionate and intense, because this is music that goes right for the jugular. It never misses. Yeah. So what do we got here? String quartets 1 and 2, along with the violin sonata and the Pohádka, the fairy tale for cello and piano. Lovely works. All. This is with the Dvorak Quartet of Prague. They have never been my favorite Czech quartet, I have to confess. I don't think these are the best Janacek quartet performances. They're not terrible, of course, but there are better. Let's put it that way. But I keep it because the couplings are wonderful, and because Jana Vlachova on violin and Michael Eriksson cello and František Mali are all very good in all these other works. And it's just a nice disc to have. You know, I can use these too, because it's on Naxos. If I need samples for things, this may pop up again. So I'm not going to diss it. It doesn't deserve that. It's better than that. So there we go. Let me see, how should we do that? In this order or that order? I never know. It doesn't make any difference. Oh, and here is the Janacek quartets with the Wolf Italian Serenade. The Italian Serenade is just a 6-minute piece of fluff. The Janacek quartets with the Hogan Quartet, these are very good performances. I enjoy these because the Hogans, they go for it. You know, they're not afraid to be a little bit rough-edged, and they play with great intensity and strength, but they don't uglify the music unnecessarily, as the Lindsays sometimes do, for example. I always enjoyed this. I really did. So this is worth having. It's on Deutsche Grammophon. Then we've got the 2-disc thing here, the Smetana Quartet. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Now, their famous recording of the Janacek quartets is on Denon, you know, the stereo digital ones. But these are the earlier versions that they did, and here they are on Testament. Now coming out of Testament. They were originally EMI recordings, and you get other wonderful works here. I mean, aside from their versions of the Janacek quartets, which, as I've said many times, they played from their own editions, so they're quite different from other people's. But you've also got the Dvorak American Quartet and the Piano Quintet with Pavel Stepan piano, and here you get the Dvorak Terzet and the 14th String Quartet. So these are nice. I mean, they're classic Smetana Quartet albums, actually. If you don't know the Dvorak Terzet, you really should hear it. It's an extraordinary piece. It really is, for 2 violins and viola, I think it is. Isn't it something interesting like that? And it's really quite amazing. It's a delicious piece. Let's see, introduction thing here. Oh, well, okay. Doesn't even say what it's for. But yeah, it's 2 violins and viola. And it's really cool. So let's just leave it at that. Alrighty. And put these away. Then now we change focus completely. How about this sucker? Moravian folk poetry and songs. I don't think this is available anymore. This is a major disc. You've got Moravian folk poetry and songs, Hukvaldi folk poetry and songs, and the Silesian songs from Helena Salichkova's collection, with Dagmar Petskova and Ivan Kusner, baritone, with Marian Lapshansky, piano on Superfon. This is what, 2 discs? Yeah. 2 discs of Janacek. You know, Janacek was a ethnomusicologist like Bartók was. He ran around collecting folk poetry and song things and transcribing them and writing some of his own stuff and all that. But here is some of that. and it's quite beautiful and interesting. Then we've got, let's see, the Hradčany songs and other choruses. These are wow. We've got, goodness gracious, the Hradčany songs. Let's see, 3 female choruses to the words of František Procházka. Okay, give me a break here. Then we have Wolf Tracks, female chorus to the words of Yaroslav Vršlický. The nursery rhymes. These are fabulous. This is a late work, which is absolutely hilarious. Cycle of 18 pieces for 9 singing voices and chamber ensemble. Then we've got Kašparucký, which is a female chorus, and 4 Moravian male choruses, with all kinds of soloists and people doing all kinds of things with the Prague Philharmonic Choir and members of the Czech Philharmonic. And this is just one of those strange little Janacek discs that you'll never find anywhere but on Superphone, and may not even find it on Superphone anymore. The conductor is Josef Veselka. It's terrific. Trust me. Yeah, right, you'll go crazy trying to find it. But you should try anyway. And then, last but not least for this batch, what have we got? The male choruses with the Prague Philharmonic Choir under Josef Veselka. Once again, his male choruses we've talked about. Most of them were written for the Moravian Teachers Choir, and they've recorded them several times. We've already talked about a couple discs of those. He was absolutely fabulous when it came to male choruses. You also get the 4 Moravian male voice choruses that we just talked about, and then his really amazing individual works for the ensemble. So here's a male choruses disc on Superphone, and that is quite an eccentric little collection of Janacek goodies, isn't it? Songs and quartets, basically. Keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.